Joining me right now is pollster Chris Wilson. And Chris, I'll put it to you. I mean, where's this blue wave? Will it materialize? And if so, is it happening tonight?
Well, it kind of splashed up against our ankles during the special elections and then teetered off. If you look at election after election, it's really been remarkable. You did have Democrat turnout up fairly substantially in these specials, but now we've moved into primaries. I can give you situations where we look at Indiana, look at West Virginia, look at Ohio, look at Pennsylvania, look at even Oregon, and then we'll be really interested to see what happens tonight in states like South Carolina, North Dakota, and Montana last week is another example where you've seen Republican turnout reach historic record levels. And I think there's really three untold stories coming out of this. One is the Democrat turnout has also been down. I'll give you an example of Texas, where they had the lowest turnout for a gubernatorial runoff since 1920. There's supposed to be all this excitement in Texas about some of their candidates, and frankly, that just was not the case. So turnout up for Republicans, down for Democrats. Two, though, is Democrats are nominating very left-wing liberal candidates. I give you a lot of examples. Let's take Nevada tonight. They have two candidates, Steve Sisolak and Chris G. I won't try to pronounce their last name, who are members of the Clark County Commission. And you have Sisolak, who's kind of a moderate Democrat, Chris G, a very left-wing liberal. And so you've got situations where swing states, swing districts, where Democrats might have a chance, but they're nominating candidates that are really not palatable to the voters and making it much easier for people like me to do our jobs. Don't they need the moderates, though? I mean,
they do. Didn't Connor Lamb sort of teach them that?
Well, you would think so, but I don't think they learned the lesson of that. And Connor Lamb didn't have a primary, so it made it much easier for him. You look at Doug Jones in Alabama, who got elected. But again, he was a moderate. That's not the kind of people who are winning nominations. But third is the Republican candidate recruitment. Matt Rosendale in Montana last week. You got Kevin Kramer's running for Senate in North Dakota tonight. Adam Laxalt, who'll be on the ballot tonight in Nevada for governor. You've got some really solid Republican candidates where you see a lot of the mainstream media focus on some of the more fringe candidates, like maybe a Corey Stewart in Virginia, that really don't have a chance to win in those states, whereas Republican candidate recruitment, I believe, is what's turning up the volume on the turnout. Braun in Indiana, Morrissey in West Virginia, just really solid candidates that are causing Republicans to turn out and create a level of excitement that doesn't typically exist whenever one party has all three branches of government.
How much does the better economy play into it?
You know, I think it'll be a big issue as we get to the general election. And in fact, if you look at extrapolations of where the economy is and cross that against traditional House elections, Republicans would be projected to pick up 55 seats. If you only look at the president's approval rating, Republicans would be projected to lose 68 seats. So you have a pretty wide range there between 68 and 55. I think the economy will become the dominant issue as we move into the fall, and I think it'll be what Republicans will run on. And it's why I think Republicans will surprise a lot of people in terms of where they end up in the House and pick up seats in the Senate.
Chris Wilson, thank you very much. All right,
thank you.
Coming up, everyone.